I am going to politely request, could I do the intro this week? Because I've got...
Yeah, please do. My soul's been taken, so I've got zero energy. Oh, man.
Right. I've had this thought to do this sort of intro for a little while. I'm going to have to back up from my mic so it doesn't peak.
Yeah, what of it?
Hey fam! Welcome back to the most lit podcast in the universe. I'm your host, Harry, and OMG, you are not ready for the epicness we've got lined up today. But before we dive into the juicy deets, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on our totally tubular content. Okay fam, brace yourselves, because today's episode is going to be off the charts! We're about to spill some serious tea, give you all the latest news, and maybe even share some embarrassing stories, because, we're all about keeping it real. Am I right? So grab your favourite snack, get comfy in your swaggy chair, and let's dive head first into this podcast adventure. Don't forget to share this with your squad, because the more, the merrier, right? Stay woke, stay fabulous, and let's get this podcast party started. Hashtag podcast goals, hashtag lit as fuck, hashtag yeah what of it. Anyway.
What the fuck was that?
That sounded like those old school YouTube videos where they're like, don't forget to smash that like button down below, guys. Let's get into the video.
I
was
this
ready for it
I
to
love
be.
it.
It's me, Killer Keemstar.
Let's get right into the news.
I had this idea a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, oh, you know what? That would be a really, really good intro. But I don't know enough about, modern day slang and what the fucking kids are saying and that. So I just put it into ChatGPT earlier, and that's what it came back with. I changed it a little bit, but...
I was crying. I didn't want to make a noise to interrupt your amazing
trying
flow.
really
But there
hard
was
not
just
to.
tears streaming down my face listening to that.
I'm sweating. I went in so hard. I've started swaying.
When you said smash that like button, I don't know for you, Keem, but for me, the audio peaked, so it sounded like you
It
went...
did.
"Bleh." That just started retching.
It did peak a little bit. It did max out on itself.
Because I've got my fucking
That was
soundproof
amazing.
headphones on as well, so I don't know how loud that was. We've got new
He
neighbours
was
as well.
thinking, what the fuck? Yeah.
Well, they're going to have to sub to the podcast.
They're going to have to sub to the podcast. Talking of new neighbours, though, we got new neighbours moved into the flat below us. And
Yep.
they moved in 2 weeks ago, and we didn't see them for a week and a half. And then the other day, me and Beth get back from shopping, and we can see there's lights on in there, and don't really think anything of it. So we're lifting all this shopping out, and it's heavy bags, right? And we walk in, and there's just this woman loitering in her doorway. She hasn't come out or anything, or has just opened the door. Her door's just open, and she's just stood there. And we sort of walk past and say hello, and she goes, "Hello, we've just moved in." And I was tempted to be like, "Really? I can see that," but I didn't. We were just like, "Okay." And we were like, "Oh well, we live upstairs, so if there's ever an emergency and you need something, just let us know." She just went, "Oh, okay. Is it just the two of you up there?" And we were like, "Yes, it's just us. You probably won't hear much from us. We're pretty quiet neighbours, apart from obviously 5 minutes ago." And she just went, "Oh yes, I'm living here with just my mate," which was weird. Okay, I had some alarm bells ringing with that one. And she said, "Oh, would you like to come in for a drink later?" And my fiance was immediately like, "No, thank you. Very tired." And we went along, and my fiance turned around to me and was just like, "Was that me or was that really, really weird?" I was like, "Yeah, that was weird." And then we passed her a couple of days ago in the hallway, and we were like, "Oh, hiya." And she just went, "Hello," and then stormed out of the block of flats I live in. It was weird. And it stuck with me.
They got places to be, people to see.
Yeah, but maybe the question of is it just you two up there made me really uncomfortable.
She's just checking
Well,
if she can't break in or not.
or maybe she was just scoping out like if you could be a noisy bastard, because like
Yeah.
2 people usually quiet, but if you said like any number higher than 3, they'd be like, ah, great, it's gonna be a fucking stampede upstairs.
I wish I said 3.5.
No, then it makes it sound like you're in a cuck relationship with a child.
I was thinking of the disabled person, Kian. Fuck's sake.
Right,
See,
what did you think of Jake when he said 3.5?
Well, to be fair, I've got a picture of a man with only one arm on my screen. But on the other side of that coin.
But that'd be like 3 4/5.
Yeah, but on the other side of the coin, was it 2.5 men? That's
Yeah.
2 blokes and a child. So both are valid options.
No,
I'm
yeah,
fine with-
but 2 blokes and a child, that's still 2.5. We need 3.5, so it's gonna be a woman. So it's
Well,
a
yeah.
cuck relationship.
I more just meant the TV show. That's what it's called. I'm not going to adjust
Yeah.
it. But it's hard meeting new neighbours. I've got new neighbours.
Oh, yeah.
When they moved in, I said hello to them both, and then since then I've never seen them again until like the other day, where G met a cat, like a literal cat, outside of our.
As opposed to
I was
what?
about to say.
as opposed to like a cool cat who.
No one says that, Jake. No one says that. This is not fucking 1960.
Well, Harry had to use ChatGPT to sort of millennials. I'm a little bit further back than that.
What the fuck?
I'm still saying what's the happening when I walk into rooms.
Let's go, gang.
Gang.
We're gonna jazz. Either
What the fuck?
Fucking hell.
But either way, she was hanging out with the cat. The neighbours come out with their dog. The dog barks at the cat. Fair enough. The dog likes to bark at people because it's a bit traumatized. So the owner was
It's
like,
one of
"Oh,
those
don't-"
fucking shit dogs.
No, it's a spaniel. It's a good dog.
All
It's,
right.
it's cute, and it's a puppy. But the lady owner was like, "Don't look at it in the eyes, and it will stop barking." And we were like, "Oh, okay, cool." And I'm fully for meeting the dog, being friendly, making small talk with our neighbours. And I'm really sorry if they discover this. 'Cause I'm currently talking at their living room wall.
Oh yeah, true. They probably just got the glass to the wall, listening to that fucking bastard.
They don't have to subscribe; they can just listen to the wall. But it was like 8:30 at night, and like our upstairs neighbours just pointedly slammed their window because obviously this dog's just barking, and we're talking about like, oh, so what do you do? They both teach like Latin and another language, so it's interesting. They're smart people.
Cool. So they'll be redundant in a couple of years, yeah.
Maybe. As long as posh white people still school their children privately, I'm sure they'll have a job.
That's true.
Um,
How often do
yeah.
you guys think about the Roman Empire?
oh,
Right. Fuck off. I hate this TikTok, right? Because I know all these people are fake, right? Because it's not the Roman Empire. It's the Holy Roman Empire.
Oh,
Everyone
my
when they go,
apologies.
yeah, I think about the Roman Empire. Yeah, think about it daily. Do you fuck? If you really did, you know what its actual name is. Say it correct. It's the Holy Roman Empire. You say the whole thing like a Tribe Called Quest.
or a pin name slip.
Fake motherfuckers. but it's really bad because what I'm about to say, but I have been thinking about them quite a lot lately because I'm thinking about making them my main on Age of Empires.
Oh,
There's some nerdy
that's not
shit
too
for you.
bad.
I'm not gonna lie, I think about them at least weekly.
Yeah, same. Like I go to the
Just
toilet
in general.
when I see plumbing, I think of them.
Sometimes I just want to
But
be a
that
Roman
wasn't the Romans.
I know, but it triggers it anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they did it or not. I'm still thinking about them.
That's what you're thinking of. Toilet. The Holy Roman Empire. Perfect.
Well, it's like I
Fact, wonder.
watched a video of Carl Pilkington and I watched it with you guys. We did it in Loch Ness. That video where he's in China and he goes to the toilet and it's just a fucking
Oh yeah,
hole
the
in the floor.
squatty ones.
Yeah, and I just
Yeah.
thought, oh, thank God for Romans.
Anytime I play Skyrim, I think of Romans. Anytime I think of Skyrim, I think of Romans, and I think of Skyrim pretty much every day.
You haven't played enough Starfield. Oh, mate.
No, but Starfield's just space Skyrim, and I love that.
I'm now.
Okay.
How many hours am I into? Coming up to 100 hours into Starfield, and I've
Really?
loved every single little bit of it. Yeah, I've gotten running through the game down pat. I can do it in less than an hour.
The main story.
Yeah, no. So not the main story.
Oh,
So
okay.
once you finish it, I don't want to ruin it, but you can come back again, and there's an option to skip the main quest, but to get to like the next instance, there's quite a few things you have to do, and it's that whole sequence of running through that. Yeah, you can speed run it pretty quick because I think I'm on new game 8 or 9 now.
What the
So
fuck?
I've been through it 8 or 9 times. Yeah. I've just gone through it. I've just been running through, but I've come to the realization you don't need anything other than shotguns. I literally run 3 shotguns, and that does everything. 1 for long range, 1 for area damage, and 1 for that's just the shotgun, and then that perfectly does everything I need. It's amazing. I love the game, and I can't wait for mod support and for the expansions to come out because they're gonna if you see what they did to Skyrim, they're gonna be doing us nice
Oh mate.
on Starfield for years to
Probably.
come. And
See-
especially now, have you guys seen the Xbox leaks?
No.
So obviously there was that whole FTC thing a while ago, because they were trying to say Microsoft's becoming too big with Xbox, and they argued against it. But there were some leaks recently. They showed basically the timeline for Xbox up until I think it's 2030. But the most interesting ones were like the recent things. So they showed there's going to be a new Series X coming out. They showed all the games that they're going to be redoing and whatnot. So they're going to be remastering Oblivion and Fallout 3. That's the closest ones to come out. It also showed that Elder Scrolls 6 is supposed to come out next year, but it's not going to anymore. That's when it was originally planned for. but then they dropped Starfield, so they're like, all right, let's just give it let them cook. Let them cook. But yeah, and obviously they're bringing out a new controller, which looks very cool.
Oh, it's got
Very,
like
very cool.
a stripe of white.
Yeah, it's not. I don't mean like the design. I meant like the actual features on itself. So like it will have because one of the issues at the moment, because I know they're pushing really heavily for this cloud gaming stuff. One of the issues is like input lag. Even if you have really fast Wi-Fi, you still have input lag. But with the new controller, it's gonna have direct to cloud, so that should get rid of that input lag. So it's gonna have lift to wake. So if you put your controller down for long enough, it turns off. You just pick it up again and it turns on. I know it's a very small thing to have to go and push the button at the top of the controller, but I thought that was so cool. Just pick it up and then play.
That is pretty cool.
Love it. Love it. Yeah. But yeah, the new console's going to drop. I think it was either 24 or 25. And I think I might have to cop.
Do it. You'll be rolling in dollar.
Exactly. when you
Rolling.
look
Yeah,
up.
especially up north.
Yeah.
Hells yeah, brother.
See, once you guys got there, what I need you to do is start collecting more female friends, ones that G will like, and then I can introduce G to them, and then she'll have lots of friends up north too, and then she'll be like,
I'm supposed to know who G likes. Exactly, Jake. You can't say nothing. I don't know your missus like that.
to know them. No, so think of people that you wouldn't like, but if you got to know them, you might like them. Those sorts of people who G would like.
What's your week been saying, bruv?
Right. So my week's been hella stressful. Work's being a bit of a mazza. They keep on. They're like, well, we did a company wide. I said last time we did the company wide culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna take a picture because you look well engrossed in it, while everyone else just looks like they're having a great time. You're just sat there at the butt of the table.
Whoa.
looking
There's a
properly
picture.
into it. There is a picture.
There's a
number
picture.
One,
It's a
that's
picture.
that's the head of the table.
Why the
Not
fuck have I not seen
No.
this?
That's the butt, Jake.
No,
You're
it's
the
the head.
closest to the guy. That's the butt.
No,
Where-
because the guy talking is at the head of the table.
Where
No.
the fuck do I find this?
It's on LinkedIn. Oh, let me see if I can find it. I saw it. I'm sure I thought I saved it because I was going to put it in the chat and crop it so I could just see Jake's face, but I forgot to do that.
So
obviously.
there's two things to know about this, Harry. I'll find it and send it to you because I know who posted it. Number one is
Mm.
while it is very interesting and a good meeting, what looks like me to be super engrossed is actually me drawing a bear on top of the bit of paper. And when I go to my car, I'll show you that picture. But one sec. There we go. Just put this in the Discord real quick.
Oh, he's got it down pat.
Either way, we did this, and people were like, "Oh yeah, no more last minute, no more this, no more that." Since then, it's been nothing but last minute. So much so that yesterday they were like, "Oh, Jake, I know you're busy, but someone needs to be in Ireland in 3 hours. Can you
What?
can you book them a week's worth of stuff?" And I was like, "Shit, okay." So I had to do that. I've got a new boss.
All right.
Oh,
So yeah, we questioned why me and Sexy Deck had different bosses, even though we do the same job. At that meeting, while I was extremely wine drunk, because as a white boy drinking Chateau Neuf de Pape, I asked the MD.
wait. Run it back. I'm uncultured. What the fuck did you just say?
Chateau Neuf de Pape. It's a red wine. It's a very fancy red wine. But
Sorry.
don't worry. The more drunk I get, the more French I say it. So when G picked me up, I was like, "Oui, Chateau Neuf de Pape," like proper going for it. But yeah, it was great. I went through a bottle and a bit of that by myself because they were just on the table for free. Yeah, asked the MD all sorts of questions. It was, and now I have a new manager, so clearly it all worked out. There's nothing wrong with my old manager. It's just that
The thing is, I imagine you getting drunk, and when you say I asked him loads of questions, I just naturally think of you now, not as in like work, like the work version of you, but the now version of you going up to him being like, "If you could have 100 frogs as a pet, would you?" And him being like, "Yeah, we'll get you a new boss."
Anyway, my week's been pretty fucking standard. I've, except for today, I don't know. Have you ever been so tired, right? You the classic, you fall asleep, you wake up in a sweat, and you're like, phone's dead and whatever, with like your phone's really hot in your hand or under
and
your
you don't know
pillow,
what
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me today. That was me today. I had to think about that. That was today. I woke up this morning, right? It was almost 9 o'clock. I'm fucking drenched in sweat because I fell asleep in like jeans. My phone was there on like critical battery, and I was like, "Shit, what fucking time is it?" And obviously, my room lights are set to go on bright white at 7:30 in the morning. So these lights are on fucking full blast. I've woken up. God, Jesus Christ. I look at my phone. I'm like, "Oh, shit, I'm hella fucking late for work." I had to like quickly rush about to try and then get into work. I think that's been probably the fucking highlight of the week, really. Everything else has been pretty standard.
Your highlight of your week is that you are late to work.
I went to sleep in
Yeah.
jeans and got sweaty. Very nice.
Right, Harry.
Let's go.
I was up till stupid o'clock. Mate, if you look at my notepads at the moment, it looks like it's the writings of a madman. Because literally, at the moment I have like 4 notepads for each civ, and I'm writing down build orders, and it looks like hieroglyphics because it's just 2 wood, 3 gold, 1 stone, sheep, rally, wood, stone, build house. It literally looks like ancient hieroglyphics, and I was up till like last night. I think I was up to like 2, 3 actually, just crafting this stuff, trying to make it work.
When you said
to plat,
when you said you got journals, I thought you meant you were keeping a diary.
no,
Like
keeping a diary.
Dear diary, I love the Romans.
20th of May, star date 2023.
Thought about Romans again.
I thought about Romans again. I have tried real hard to make this build order work, but I just can't seem to get the wood down. We'll have to continue testing tomorrow, and then just put me fucking quill and my feather and quill away.
I was talking to my sister the other day, and I have this memory of us being kids. Like, she must have been
Oh
not
no.
what 1 years old maybe, and I would have been, I don't know, 3.5, 4. And we're in the shower together, and she's crouching in the corner of the shower, and I turn to her and I say, "Are you okay?" And she's not like talking yet, but she stands up, giggles, and runs out the shower. And I turn around and look in the corner where she was squatting, and she's chatting in the shower. Okay.
I'm glad I'm not the only one losing our mind in this trio.
She's done it again. She's an adult though.
Wait, what? She shat in the shower again?
Yeah, I was talking to her on the phone the other day. Oh, and I've told her this podcast exists now. So oh no, she's listened because she'll get so angry at me.
Fuck me.
She was saying she went on holiday or something to Greece a little while ago. This might be totally incorrect, but all I took from it was that she got too drunk and like just shat everywhere in the shower.
Nothing wrong with a waffle stomp.
There's lots of things wrong with the waffle stomp. Number one,
like
if you
what?
don't stomp the waffle.
She said it so quickly that I didn't
Would
even
you rather have a
process.
solid or a liquid poo in the shower?
Liquid, you can rinse that away.
But if it's solid, you can pick it up with a doggy bag.
Good point.
No, you waffle stomp it, Harry.
No, you
I don't know what that means.
It means you
How do you
put-
not know
you
what a waffle
stamp on it
stomp is?
through the grill of your shower drain. But you need to be
Called a
careful
waffle stomp.
because there's
Why?
a small reservoir of water that sits underneath the drain,
That's
isn't
true.
there? So plumbing wise, it goes down and it's almost like a capital T on its side. So you've always got liquid at the bottom of your shower.
Those Romans were good, weren't they?
Well, it's just I think it's to stop the smell of the plumbing coming back up. The same way if you got a U-bend in your toilet.
No,
like
that's a pee trap.
Well, that's a bit fucking weird.
I've got one that is just amusing, and one that I need your opinion on it. Okay, so my first one, which is not the opinion one. Japanese man who spent £12,480 to become a Taco the dog speaks out in first in costume interview.
Does he say he finds life rough?
Fuck's sake. He said that he didn't feel like himself, so he has become a dog. Do you want to see what he looks like?
I've seen it. It's fantastic.
Kian, have you seen this?
I think I have.
Personally, I think he's barking up the wrong tree.
Fuck's sake. Baba Booey, there it is.
Mate, it's haunting how much of a dog he looks like a dog.
It's very good. Breaking news though.
Oh yes, yeah. I saw 12 bags he spent there, innit?
Yeah, if you like him though, he's now looking for love. As of 17th of September, man who spent more than £12,000 to look like a dog is now looking for a companion.
Does
that?
if you fuck him, does that make it bestiality?
Ooh.
At this case, if I had sex with this man, it's because I want to shag the dog. It's got nothing to do with his personality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think
Yeah,
whoever
no, I get
looking
it.
forward to date him should be arrested.
I want to see how he fits into the suit as
The less I
as
know
like a
about him, the
skeleton.
better. I would
Oh,
imagine.
well, you just want an X-ray view of it, how he's actually in there.
Yeah, that's really what I want. That's all I want to know. I mean, I don't want to hear about him ever again.
I would imagine his arms, like if you put your hands on top of your shoulders, and then put your feet to your butt, it looks like he's walking around like that because he doesn't articulate
It's
very
like
well.
A fucking
I
saw
was
trap.
saying, that seems
The
like
fuck?
some fucking like how you'd wrap someone up in a BDSM session if with their arms up there and their legs just tucked in, so you're walking on your elbows and knees.
Just to clarify, this man doesn't look like he's into tame shit when it comes to sex. Let's be real. There's no way he's like, oh yes, please, just a bit of missionary with the lights off.
But here's the thing, though. Do you reckon he does like the barking noises?
Yes, he
You just
does. I
walk
found
up
a
to-
video.
Oh God! You just walk up to it and he's like, "Hello." You're like, "What the fuck?"
Right, there's a
With
video
an
link in
Asian
this.
accent.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch this really quick. Oh, that's horrible. If that was a real dog, you put it down.
Yeah, I'd have put this dog down long ago.
Yeah, check. You know when we were joking before Floss, my dog died, and he said maybe she was just fucking about with her hips and being like, "Ooh," that's how she was walking, and we put her down.
That dog definitely needs to be put down.
Oh man. I'm just...
What a comparison! Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
My second thing is. This is what I need your opinion on. Headline is: Woman leaves date after finding an ungodly amount of shampoo in his shower. Okay, what would you guys class as an ungodly amount of shampoo?
No. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Because I feel like they may have overreacted. Is there a picture?
Yes, there is, but I want to get your
I want to
opinion
know a different
first.
question first.
Yeah, because right, for example, and I know I had to do this, and it might not be to the same extent because I went through quite a few different ones because I was trying to find some. First, it was shower gel. I was just trying out a whole lot of stuff because one of these ones I tried, it made my skin feel all real itchy, and then I did again the same thing for shampoo. I was just going through like whole loads, and then sometimes I would have like 6 bottles. I think the most I had at one time was 6 or 7 bottles because I'd like tried it once and I was like, nope, this stuff is shit, and then it kind of just like sat there and then I just never bothered to throw it away.
See, I was wondering if the guy had like long, luxurious hair, and it was like.
Also, are these bottles full?
Some of them.
Because
gonna
if they're
say-
empty, I could probably guess a lot. Because currently, in my periphery, I could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 empty monster cans.
That's disgusting. Throw them out. Use the bin.
Okay,
Fucking
Jay.
I filled up the bin, and then they didn't take the recycling, so I was like, ah, shit.
That upsets me. I'm gonna say 20 bottles is too many,
Okay,
but they've got to have like loads.
It's gonna be a room
It's gonna
full.
be- I
It's
was
gonna be a
supposed-
room full.
it's not.
That's not bad.
It's 17.
What's
I-
wrong with
many.
that?
I don't think it's that
But
bad.
they're all the same. They're all the
Nah,
same.
there's-
Are they
there's
all?
two-
There's
two
a few.
different
There's a
bottles
few
there.
variations.
There's one
at
empty
least
one
3.
four. He's just bought a multi-pack and not opened it properly.
That's literally
Yeah,
what I thought.
100%.
But yeah, but it's the fact that like if you look at the far right, those 2 bottles there, they've definitely been used. And then if you look at the top left corner, that bottle's definitely been used, and the one closer to that. So it looks like you're just pumping out of them randomly, which is a heathen move.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
That is
what
a
concerns
big
me the
heathen
most.
move. I think the quantity, I wouldn't be too upset. Maybe he could have stored it somewhere else, but I feel like it's due to the fact he's being a heathen and not just finishing one.
Is that is that wooden table in his shower?
Yeah,
Or-
I think it is.
It's gotta be.
That looks like it's in the shower.
There's toothpaste on it as well, or like some weird like Bonjela type gel. You can't have a wooden table in your shower.
I think it is a toothbrush because if you look to the tail end of the toothpaste, there's a little satin there. So maybe it is a toothbrush.
You brush your teeth in the shower?
Yeah,
No.
if I'm really
Yeah.
if I'm really in a rush.
Oh, I just do it anyway.
no,
No, not anyway. Not anyway.
No, what I
Gotta
do
have it
is
split up.
There's nothing wrong with brushing teeth in the shower, but you shouldn't keep your toothpaste in the shower too.
no, it's not kept in there. But like, if I go in, I'll use my Bear Bar shampoo bar, and
Not
I'll
sponsored.
not sponsored, and I'll rub it on my hair, and then I'll leave it to like soak in. And during that time, I'll brush my teeth, and I've got an electric one which vibrates when it's done. So
Oh, yeah.
I'll wait
Yeah,
for that to vibrate, and then I'm like, right, my shampoo's all soaked in. Spit,
It's-
fucking thing down, and then I'll shampoo out and soak myself.
And if you didn't know how to brush your teeth, now you guys do.
In case you wanted a tutorial, Harry's here providing the goods on how to brush your teeth.
Sorry. Okay, what have you guys
it's
got
a-
this week?
News story, really quickly. So number one, where's it gone? Oh, here it is. On a side note, I don't know if you guys have heard about these 8D songs and things that are on
Mate,
TikTok.
they're old. I hate that TikToks just picked them up. I was listening to 8D when we were still in fucking school, bro.
What's 8D?
It's where you
It-
put the headphones on. It's like people playing music around you or people
Yeah,
talking
Oh yeah,
around
that's
you.
cool.
It is.
yeah, it's
I've
old.
never had
but
such
yeah.
anxiety though, because they were like, turn it up. So I've turned it up, and this bloke was just like shaking water bottles. But I was really worried that he was just going to scream in my ears. So that was an anxiety thing. The real news story I want to talk to you guys about was warning over Christmas gnomes being left in people's garden, as police
Didn't-
revealed sinister motives.
Didn't
So
we talk
in
about this last week?
no, I don't think we talked
I'm
about
sure I was
sinister
talking.
garden
I'm sure I
gnomes.
was talking about this. I may have been talking about it at work. Sorry, proceed.
So basically, North Wales Police said it's aware of garden gnomes being left in people's front gardens in this area of the Broughton area of Flintshire. Essentially, it's a known calling card of the robbers. They leave the gnome outside your flat, and then obviously you don't move it if you're not there. And if you're not there and you don't move it, they then break in because they assume no one's in the flat or the house.
That's such a shit method.
Well, it's not like there's other things that are similar. Like people put tapes on cars and stuff so that they can see
The
it.
best one is just put a biscuit under someone's front doormat.
And if they step on it and it breaks.
Yeah, and then you just come under, check it, off you go. Because think about it, a
That is
gnome's
very good.
expensive. A gnome's expensive. I can go buy a fucking pack of biscuits for fairly cheap. So you just stick a couple under there, and jobs are good. Whereas a gnome, have you seen the price of gnomes recently?
I don't keep up to date with the inflation of gnome prices.
Yeah,
You
they
know
ain't cheap,
what?
bruv. I tell you now, for a fact, I haven't even checked the price of a gnome, but I feel like I can get a few packs of biscuits for the price of a fucking garden gnome.
Well,
Every,
maybe they work at a gnome factory and that's how they get them so cheap.
every
These
couple of
dumbass
months,
robbers.
every couple of months, I check how much a gnome would cost, because Jake, you've got someone who has lots of gnomes outside of their
Yeah.
house, of their
Either they're
flat.
dead and they don't move, and they're just burglars are testing it, or they have a significantly large collection of gnomes outside their flat. Yeah.
As soon
Right.
as you moved into that place, I wanted to get you a gnome, but there's like one you can buy in Asda for like 10. It was like 10 quid, and it's big, like the size of my niece, who's
Yeah.
2. So it's large, but it's gone up in price. It's 30 quid now. Cost of living, isn't it? Increasing price of
30 quid
Asda
for a
gnomes.
gnome.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Why would you also use a gnome, right? Because say, for example, you did work at a gnome factory, right? If they were looking for these people, they'd be like, let's check the gnome factories. Now we have links to people or people who have bought it in shops, right? There are more people buying biscuits than there are buying gnomes.
Yeah, but what if it rains?
These are
and then
stupid
the
fucking
biscuits get wet?
robbers. Hey?
What if it rains and the biscuit gets wet? And then it disintegrates. You need to get like a solid biscuit.
It will. You are correct. You are correct. But here's what I'm thinking. Because it's under the mat, it will rain on it. It will get mushy. Correct. But you'd still be able to tell if there was pressure on it, like if someone had stepped on it, because it would have been then like it will push out to the sides a lot more.
What if the postie steps on it?
Why's the postie stepping on it?
Because the postie comes to your door to put things in your letterbox, he steps on the doormat.
He's also shagging
Boom.
your mum.
Where's this taking place?
Someone's front door.
No, I meant where. Where did the
Wales.
news story say? Wales. Yeah. I was
Like
hoping you said
stray sheep.
America.
Could have.
A stray sheep.
Yeah, they just wander along, step on your doormat, boom.
Fuck off. Right, continue.
That's it, really. It was just that people are leaving gnomes outside people's houses as a way to check if they're in. And then
I
when
still think it's stupid.
that's why I wouldn't have brought a reasonable thing to our news stories, Kean. I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, the cost of living now means that gnomes cost 30 quid. That's just stupid news. Is what
6
I
children died in a bus fire this week.
Oh, here we go. Something more fun. A van gets stuck on a beach as tide comes in. Or 2 XL bully dogs kill 22 pregnant sheep.
Fuck it up. I've
thought you
seen
were gonna
that
say
one, yeah.
women.
Yeah, but they're going to be banned now anyway, so... What else you got?
That's me done.
What you got?
Right. Because I am the leader of this trio and do
Not
the
true.
most work.
Oh, yeah.
To lie. It does absolutely everything. Me and Jake are just a load of freeloaders. But we pretend we didn't hear that. I am the leader of this trio. I planned for us because Jake has to fuck off. He doesn't like us. I've got us a whole load of news stories that should tie us over because fuck the end of the question. We don't have time for that today. We're going off piece. Yeah. We're going off piece. I got
We're
us,
going
I got
rogue.
plenty. I got some news stories. Some that I found interesting, and then more because I've been dealing with a whole lot of stupid people this week. I thought, I might as well throw in some more stuff about that. First of all, we got, which I thought was amazing because I love one of my very few things I love in life is malicious compliance more than anything else. I think that's the one thing I love the most. And this person in New South Wales in Australia just had a kid. And when they got their thing for the from the registry of births and whatever, and they were just doing what most people don't do and just reading like the rules and whatnot, and they realized that the prohibited names were very unclear. So they wanted to see what they could name their kid. Would anyone like to just hazard a guess of what they named their kid?
Oh, I fucking saw this article like 10 minutes
okay,
before.
then.
I don't know its name.
Okay. Oh, he doesn't know the name. I saw this and I was like, that is fucking amazing. I would have done this because I thought that's funny as well.
Is their child something like first name, last name?
I want to say like methamphetamine fun.
We've got methamphetamine fun. What are you going for, Jake?
Passport number 46789.
Well, Harry was the closest. It's actually methamphetamine rules. So it's methamphetamine rules, and then whatever his last name is. I can't remember what his last name was. Yeah, and they accepted it. It got submitted, and then they got a thing back saying it was accepted. So their child is officially called methamphetamine rules.
That's horrendous. That poor.
Obviously,
child.
I presume they're gonna fucking change it before their thing, but they just wanted to test what thing. The next one I got. This is when I've been trawling a lot of Reddit recently, just seeing.
Oh no, Kian becomes an intern.
What craziness, mate! I've just been going through all the craziness, looking at one, and this is on r/ I think it was like Office Talk or something like that, right? And this was a big thread of just people chatting, and they would try to debate / discuss what those water coolers in offices with the bottle on top.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and you have 2 buttons on them, and if it's the old one, one's like blue and one's like white.
Yeah.
Right, it's just people trying to discuss and argue what those fucking buttons mean.
Room
How
temperature.
do people not know that?
I
There's
don't
people
understand how people
legit
don't know that.
arguing for it. You didn't know that, Harry?
Of course I knew that. I'm not fucking
Oh,
stupid.
I thought you just said you did. But yeah, there's people legit arguing about it. I'm like, what? This isn't an argument. This is a fact. But it's just people just go, they're like, why would they make 2 buttons?
Do they not understand? Why don't they just fucking push them? And see the.
Well, maybe they don't
Why?
have one in their office. Maybe they don't have one in their
Google
office.
Google it. I bet if I Google what the 2 knobs.
Probably.
Oh,
Yeah, you Google what
are
are the 2 knobs.
the 2 knobs on a water cooler 4? Is that what's called a water cooler? Cold
Yeah.
water and cool water. There you go.
It's like Daryl and Cooler Daryl.
Oh, sorry. The term is ambient water.
Ambient. Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, but that threw me off as well. I was who wants ambient water though?
I quite like ambient water sometimes.
Fuck you,
Why?
paedophile. Because I had this discussion.
Fuck.
We've got this new water filter at work, right? And it's ambient, and then there's one above ambient, and then it's cold, and then it's like boiling water. And I'm like, who's taking those first 2? Like, what? Just go drink from the tap at that point. Stop being a prick.
Oh no, because it's filtered, isn't it?
Ah, fuck you and your filtered water. Filtered water is the downfall of humanity. You heard what I said.
The thing is, America doesn't really filter
Because
their
American water
very
is fucked. I was looking at this thing. So you've heard of the brand Dasani?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're legally not allowed to sell that water in the UK. And it's the reason why, you always see these Americans where they're like constantly drinking non-stop bottled water.
Yeah.
It's because their bottling manufacturing takes so much out of the water that they have to drink a lot more of it to just get the same as like what we would get from like I can't remember the ratio they told it, but say it was like a 500 milliliter bottle. For every one we would drink, they'd have to drink 3 and a bit to get the same amount from it, which I thought was mad. And yeah, when Dasani tried to come over here, they were like, no, this is shit water. And it just shows you how crazy the American stuff is. Like, what's the other one where they legally can't call their bread in Ireland? They legally can't call their bread bread.
Oh.
Do you know that one? Because they have a tax in Ireland for like essentials and then for luxury. So say if you have 100 grams of flour, only 2% of that can be sugar, and then that would be then that would give you the lower tax. But anything over, which is obviously like cakes and sweets and stuff like that, gets on a higher tax. And Subway's bread is at 10%.
Subway
not even
bread
like a-
is fucking
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, it's literally so far over it, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think that's why I don't like Subway, but that's all their fucking bread in the US is bit of a mazza. What's the other news story I got? This one. I'm gonna bulk these two together because it's on a list of things of what did you expect / it could be worse. So the title is just people vow never to buy disposable vapes again after seeing how they're really made.
Okay. Oh, is that those Asian blokes sucking them in the factory?
I saw that and I was like, whatever. It's not that bad. It could be worse, to be fair. Yeah, so a little context for Harry. Basically, they're like the whole process of making the vape is fine until the right end when the guy is like packing them into neat piles. He just like tests it by sticking his mouth and inhaling, obviously having a go on it. And obviously people saw that and were like, that's
grim.
fucking disgusting. And I'm bundling that along with the one of people scared after finding out what's inside a doner kebab. Apparently that's
You're not
a
meant
recent
to know.
one people are figuring out. Yeah,
It's
but
just-
they always get they always do this. They go, oh, if you find out what's in it. But then this was like when that KFC documentary came out and people found out how the gravy was made. Did that make me think twice about having the gravy? Did it fuck? I
See-
love the gravy.
Yeah, this is the thing. When I eat meat and I eat shit like McDonald's and KFC, and if I go to a shitty little kebab shop, a kebab,
Yeah.
I know what I'm eating is awful. And like just no good in terms of how it's made. But I like the taste.
Yeah.
That's what I pay for.
Yeah. That's where you go. You don't go there to think about.
No, it's like when people are
what's
like,
this?
"Oh, would you kill your own food if you had to?" Yes, I would. I like
Would you?
sausages.
Could you catch your food?
I'd,
Could you kill a pig?
oh yeah.
Could you though?
I mean, I didn't mean to sound so enthusiastic, but
I had to
Could
record
you?
one of my friends killing a goat, and I'm not gonna lie, when the light left its eyes, I actually felt a little bit sad.
I could. And I'm speaking this from shooting plenty of birds in my garden.
I would argue, right, killing an animal with a gun is probably easier than if you had to do it
Get a
with your bare
machete.
hands.
Yeah, true. I don't think I could strangle a duck.
I could easily strangle a duck.
No, I don't mean like physically. Oh, I can't strangle a duck. But I mean like when you say
A duck, yeah.
you're watching into its eyes as it slowly slips away while you're strangling. I feel like might be a tad bit upset. Obviously, if it's in the absolute necessity, like we're in the outback, and I'm like, right, let's go strangle that fucking thing.
You got a curry in the fridge.
What about an emu? Could you fight an emu?
I would. I don't think I'd win.
Well, you don't think you could just like, pop, snap that neck, just like
No.
bang?
I think it'd still fuck me up.
Well, the emus have won a war. I think they're the only bird to have won a war.
I don't know. Maggie Thatcher won a war.
Oh, my back!
You not heard of the Great Emu War?
I have. I was making a joke about the fact that
Oh.
Margaret Thatcher is also known as a bird, aka a woman. Learn some lingo with Jake, sucker.
I'd hate
You're
to
not
fight a
cool
swan.
cat like me.
I could beat the shit out of a swan. That's the only one I wouldn't feel too
Really?
bad about. That's
Swans
the
are
only
very
one I wouldn't
armed.
feel too bad about
Why wouldn't you feel bad
Killing.
about killing a swan?
because they're cunts.
They are cunts.
I could fuck up a swan. I'll tell you now, I could fuck up a swan. And I wouldn't even think twice about it.
How would you
All the
fuck up
other
a swan?
ducks-
Go on.
I will send a video into the group, right?
Of you
Cat
fucking up a
killing
swan.
No, it's the only animal kill. Well, technically I didn't kill it. I was just there. That I felt really bad about. But if it was a swan in that case, wouldn't give a fuck. Not a
I
single
don't-
fuck.
I don't need to see another animal dying.
Right. Last one, because Jake needs to go do his practice. More idiot people. Actually, we'll test you two. because I knew this because I just thought logically. You know when those in a plane, in the event of emergency,
Yeah.
the things come down, right? How do you think they work?
They say put it on your face and pull on it. So I'm assuming the cord that it's connected to, like, is it connected to like an oxygen tank or some description?
Okay.
And then when
What do
you
you say,
pull it,
Harry?
it starts the airflow.
Yeah, you know what? Instinctively, okay, don't judge. Immediately, my brain thought, big tube, go outside. But that's silly. So I think it
Yeah,
must be an
very
oxygen
silly.
tank.
Okay.
Or some form
Have
of
you
air.
ever have you ever seen scuba divers? Those little tanks they have, they don't usually last that long, and there's quite a lot of people on a plane. So where are they putting that oxygen tank?
In and around the plane. I don't fucking know. I don't work at NASA.
No, that's literally what I thought. I'm thinking when because I've known this for fucking a long time. It's been like they've had this system in place since when they first came in. But yeah, there's no fucking space to put those oxygen tanks, bruv. They ain't got the facilities for a big man. It's literally in that thing when you are right, when you do pull on the thing, it basically strikes this like blasting cap that goes into, I think it's sodium chlorate or chloride, one of the two, and it basically decomposes into oxygen. And there's just
that's
enough time
mental.
there so that they can get lower. But apparently people were confused about that.
Here's me thinking you
Where
said
are you putting them
chloride
fucking-
and then you
wait.
just chlorine gas yourself.
Just chlorine gas yourself, because people don't thinking like, wait, that's a lot of people. Where are you putting them fucking tanks? They're already charging us if you have too many fucking bags on there. The fuck do you mean?
Well, air doesn't weigh anything.
Fuck's sake.
Wait, sorry, say that again.
As we all know, Kian, air doesn't weigh anything.
Say that with your chest.
Because it goes, in terms of heaviness, it goes
Say
air,
that.
then feathers, then metal.
Have you ever picked up a scuba tank?
Yes, actually, I have.
Right?
And that's the metal
And they're
that weighs.
fucking heavy. Yes,
Nah,
Jake.
the metal.
It's because it's pressurized, Jake.
Nah, it's
right?
the
You got to
metal.
keep air in a pressurized tank.
Air doesn't weigh anything.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Otherwise,
Fuck
I'd be
you
a
up.
bodybuilder walking through all this heavy air. Sorry, excuse me. It's weighing me down. The air today is really heavy. Fuck's sake. Because as you know,
Shut the
when
fuck
things
up.
get wet, they get heavier. That's a fact, right?
No.
So how does the air not get heavier when it's wet?
What?
If I had a bag
What?
of flour and I held it in my hands, to be like, oh, it's a kilogram. Then I got it wet. It's then more than a kilogram because it's wet. So when it rains, how comes the air isn't heavier?
No, it's because the water gets heavier.
How does water get heavier, Kian?
Because whatever's in the air gets dissolved into the water. You do know
No,
that's
water,
how like.
water
Sorry,
only
what were
weighs
you about to
one
say?
amount. Water weighs
No,
one
it
amount.
doesn't.
Yes, it
Jake,
does.
how do you think like corrosion on those buildings and gargoyles and stuff happen? That's because when the rain falls through the air, it picks up particulates that are in the air,
Nah.
right? They dissolve into the water, and then that's what's caused the acidic erosion. I know you didn't pay attention in school, Jake. All right.
You think I
That's
watched
how-
Downton Abbey? You don't know shit. Fuck you.
Alrighty, folks, that's a wrap for today's episode of Yeah, What of It? Whoa, can you believe it? We actually did it. We talked. But guess what, my epic squad? The fun doesn't stop there. I need you to hit that subscribe button like it's the last slice of pizza at a party. Fucking what?
Did you just say we did it? We talked.
Smash that notification bell so you never miss a moment of my mind-blowing wisdom. And of course, don't forget to drop some comments like they're hot and give this podcast a double tap, just like on TikTok. Thanks for joining us on this wild ride of cringe and content, my peeps. My name's been Harry, and I've been joined by
Kian.
Your boy Jake.
Catch it
And
on the
Kian.
flip side.
And Jake.
Yeah, what of it?
Remember, it's better to come in the sink than to sink in the cum.
Fuck's sake.
Wise words to live by. I feel like that may have been in Sun Tzu's Art of War.
I'm pretty sure it was. Right next to it's all was it all shits and giggles until someone giggles and shits.
Exactly.
You should have told your
Obviously,
sister that
Heidi's.
one.
Yeah, should have done.